Hej alle sammen, og velkommen tilbage til DanishTube-kastet og episode nummer 38. Mit navn er Liam. Hey people, welcome back to the DanishTube cast and episode number 38. My name is Liam, og det her, det er endnu en bite-size episode. This is another bite-size episode. Jeg har det mega skægt med disse episoder, og ja, i denne sæson af DanishTube-kastet, så kommer der mange flere, fordi det er bare sjovere og nyttige. I'm having a lot of fun with these episodes, and in this season of the DanishTube cast, there is gonna be a lot more, because they're a lot of fun and really useful. Så i dag skal det handle om film og tv. Today it's gonna be about films, movies and tv. Og som altid starter vi med et spørgsmål. As always, start with a question. Spørgsmålet er, the question is, hvad var årets mest set dansk film i 2021? Altså i forhold til samlet billetsalg i biografen. One more time. Hvad var årets mest set dansk film i 2021? Altså i forhold til samlet billetsalg i biografen. What was the year's most watched Danish movie in 2021? That is in regards to combined ticket sales in the cinema. Svaret kommer til sidst i episoden. The answer is coming at the end of the episode. So here we go. As always, just a lot of really nice, useful phrases that you can take away and use right away when talking about movies and TV and stuff. So the first thing you might want to ask your friend is, have you seen the new, then whatever the thing is. Har du set den nye James Bond, for example? Har du set den nye James Bond film? Har du set den nye James Bond film? Have you seen the new James Bond movie? You could also frame it in the way of, have you seen this before? Har du set? What could it be? I'm thinking of a very famous Danish movie called Midt om natten. Middle of the night or during the night. So you might ask, har du set Midt om natten før? Har du set Midt om natten før? Have you seen Middle of the Night before? You could also be one of those people that are like, haven't you seen this before? Everybody hates that kind of person, right? Like, you haven't seen it? Oh my god. Har du ikke set Midt om natten før? Har du ikke set Midt om natten før? And I'm saying that to you. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's an amazing movie, full of cultural references and great music. So, Midt om natten. So you might also be telling your friend, I saw the new James Bond movie, let's just say with that, last week. In which case you would say, jeg så den nye James Bond film i sidste uge. Jeg så den nye James Bond film i sidste uge. If you want to say like last Wednesday, for example, you would just take the day of the week and you add an S and you say i onsdags, i onsdags, i torsdags, i fredags, whichever day it was. Jeg så den nye James Bond film i onsdags. You might say, I went to the cinema to see it. Jeg tog ind i biografen for at se den. Jeg tog ind i biografen for at se den. As a cool sort of slangy word for biografen, the cinema, is biffen. Biffen. Jeg tog ind i biffen her den anden dag. Jeg tog ind i biffen her den anden dag. I went in the cinema the other day. To which your friend might ask, what did you see? Hvad så du? Hvad så du? Hvad så du? Of course you would say, jeg så, and the film. Jeg så. Your friend might ask, was it good? Var den god? Var den god? Var den god? And then you have a whole variety of stuff you could say. Den var spændende. exciting, fantastic, amazing, interessant, interesting, underholdende, entertaining. Maybe it wasn't so good. Den var ikke så god, faktisk. Og den var faktisk ikke så god, syntes jeg. Actually, it wasn't so good, if you ask me. Sort of, hvis du spørger mig, in my opinion. You could say something like, I really liked it. Jeg kunne rigtig godt lide den. Jeg kunne rigtig godt lide den. Maybe you didn't like it so much. Jeg kunne ikke så godt lide den. Jeg kunne ikke så godt lide den. Or maybe you really recommend it. Maybe you thought it was amazing. Jeg kan rigtig godt anbefale den. Jeg kan rigtig godt anbefale den. Cool. Maybe it's sort of a new movie that your friend or you don't know about, and you want to ask, what is it about? And this is something expression I use at the start of the podcast when I introduce what the podcast is going to be about. I use the word handler. Handler. Hvad handler filmen om? Hvad handler filmen om? What is the film about? Of course, in a natural context, you probably wouldn't say filmen, you'd probably say den. What is it about? What's it about? Hvad handler den om? Hvad handler den om? Could also be the series. Hvad handler serien om? Okay, and you simply would say, den handler om. Den handler om. And then continue to say what it's about, it's about a boy who does this or whatever. Den handler om en dreng, som bliver forelsket i en pige, og bla bla bla. It's about a boy who falls in love with a girl, and wow, sounds really interesting. Okay, you could also talk about the plot, which is like, basically the word is fortællingen. Fortællingen. Fortællingen er at. The plot is that, and continue. Yeah. Of course, you don't want to tell everybody the entire story, right? You don't want any spoilers. No spoilers. So you might say like, I don't want to tell the entire story. But jeg vil ikke fortælle hele historien, men. Jeg vil ikke fortælle hele historien, men. Maybe there's a lot of twists, which are called drejninger. You can also say twist in Danish. So you might say, der kommer mange drejninger. Der kommer mange drejninger. Eller, der kommer mange twist. So you could actually combine those last two sentences. Jeg vil ikke fortælle hele historien, men der kommer mange drejninger. Jeg vil ikke fortælle hele historien, men der kommer mange drejninger. You might want to talk about the ending, which would be called slutningen. Slutningen var. Slutningen var. And insert your appropriate adjective. Again, spændende, fantastisk, interessant, underholdende, forfærdeligt, terrible, whatever it might be. You might also say like it ends in a sort of this kind of way. It ends in an exciting way. It ends in a weird way. So you would say, den ender på en meget, insert adjective, måde. Den ender på en meget måde. Let's take exciting. Den ender på en meget spændende måde. Den ender på en meget spændende måde. Or strange, underlig. Den ender på en meget underlig måde. Den ender faktisk på en meget underlig måde. Sådan. What else? I guess you might talk about the soundtrack, which is actually a word that you can use in Danish, just with a Danish accent. Soundtrackle. Soundtrackle er også, or var også. You could say both. It is or it was. Soundtrackle er også mega fedt. Soundtrackle er også mega fedt. The soundtrack is also really cool. Fit. Nice. Okay, so some other stuff, some other common questions around movies and stuff could be, where or when does the movie take place? The keyword here would be foregår. Foregår. So I might ask, hvor foregår filmen? Hvor foregår filmen? where does it take place? Where is it set? So, yeah, den foregår i Spanien. Takes place in Spain. Den foregår i. You might ask, hvornår foregår filmen? Hvornår foregår filmen? When does the movie take place? When is it set? So then you would be giving a year or a period, den foregår i, then give the year, den foregår i, could also be the decade, den foregår i 70'erne. It's set in the 70s, den foregår i 70'erne. Could be it's set in summer, den foregår om sommeren, den foregår om sommeren. Or the word under would be like during, for example, World War II. Den foregår under 2. verdenskrig. Den foregår under 2. verdenskrig. Takes place during the Second World War. Cool. That's really like the main questions you're going to be asking about movies and stuff. Then it's just a case of filling in around that, learning how to talk about the people that are in the movie and that sort of thing. So I guess that's one of the only things really left to ask is, who is in the movie? Which I would ask, who plays with, literally. Hvem spiller med? Hvem spiller med? Because at spille, it means to play, but it also means to act. So, hvem spiller med? You might ask, who plays the main role, the main character? Hvem spiller hovedrollen? Hvem spiller hovedrollen? Or in another way, you might just ask, like, what actors are in it? Hvad for nogle skuespillere er med i den? Hvad for nogle skuespillere er med i den? What actors are in it? Cool, nice. I have just a few left for you, which are basically based around series, because you would apply all the same kind of questions to series, but some different words that might come up is like the word for episode, which is afsnit. You can also say episode, but usually it would be afsnit when talking about series. So you might ask, how many episodes are there? Hvor mange afsnit er der? Hvor mange afsnit er der? To which someone might reply, there are a lot of episodes. Der er ret mange afsnit. Der er ret mange afsnit. If you're talking about, The Killing Season 1, Forbrydelsen Sæson 1, der er ret mange afsnit. There might only be 8 episodes per season, for example. Der er kun 8 afsnit per sæson. Der er kun 8 afsnit per sæson. It's kind of an average now, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, you might talk about the new season coming out next week or in a few days or something like that. Den nye sæson. And you could insert the name here. So let's say Cobra Kai, because I'm, just want to big up Cobra Kai, one of my favorite seasons. I can't even talk. One of my favorite series, TV series. That's what it is. Oh my god. Den nye sæson Cobra Kai udkommer i næste uge. It's not, but I wish it was. Den nye sæson Cobra Kai udkommer i næste uge. And instead of saying i næste uge, next week, you might say and then give the amount of time. It might be in 3 months, om 3 måneder, om 3 måneder, om 2 uger, in 2 weeks, om 2 uger. Den nye sæson Cobra Kai udkommer om 2 uger. Hvor spændende. How exciting. You could also word it like a new season is coming, then when it's coming. For example, der kommer en ny sæson i næste uge. Der kommer en ny sæson i næste uge. Could be next year, i næste år. Der kommer en ny sæson i næste år. I guess we can't really talk about TV series without mentioning Netflix. So you might ask somebody, is it on Netflix? Er den på Netflix? Er den på Netflix? Ja, det er den selvfølgelig. Det er den selvfølgelig. Of course it is. You might want to ask somebody what they're watching on Netflix right now. Hvad ser du på Netflix for tiden? For tiden. Or you might ask lige nu. Lige nu. Right now. Hvad ser du på Netflix lige nu? Hvad ser du på Netflix lige nu? Maybe there's a specific series on Netflix that you want to ask your friend if they've seen it. It could be The Flash, for example. Har du set The Flash på Netflix? Har du set The Flash på Netflix? Har du set The Flash på Netflix? There we go. That was a ton of useful phrases that can spark a conversation with you and your friends about movies and TV. And you will notice that a lot of them are questions. So my advice also is, when you are practicing using the language and you want to start having conversations with somebody, try to position yourself as the questioner, because if you're the person asking questions, you are the person driving the conversation, and you are basically tempting or getting the other person to talk. So all you really have to do is respond to the things they say, and sort of ask the next question. And this is a method that I personally use in my classes with students, where I ask them questions, and I don't force them, of course, but I encourage them to be the speaker in the class, because they are the ones that need to practice their speaking. So I'm just there to encourage, to ask questions, to get them to think, and you can sort of use that as your own method, when you're trying to build up your confidence, get used to using the language. So it's really great to have, a toolbox of questions, or just to know how to ask good questions. If you liked these examples, you can download the PDF, a very beautiful, colorful PDF, by supporting me on Patreon. And thank you if you are already there. It means a lot to me, and I know that you're getting a lot out of it, such as exclusive episodes, these show notes, DanishTube merchandise, and much, much more. I've started to post, little discussions to get us talking together, as well as Danish exercises and just vocabulary boosts and all kinds of stuff. So go over there if it sounds like something for you, if you want to take your learning to the next level. Otherwise, if you're interested in private Danish lessons, you can also write to me on Instagram, Facebook, or via email. Check out my website. Also on YouTube, you can leave a comment, and we can certainly talk about that. Tak fordi I lyttede med. Thanks for listening. Det var meget, meget sjovt. Vi skal lige huske vores spørgsmål, som kom i starten. We just need to remember our question from the start of the episode, which was, hvad var årets mest set dansk film i 2021? Altså, i forhold til samlet billetsalg i biografen. What was the most watched Danish movie in 2021 in regards to combined ticket sales in the cinema? Do you know what it was? It was Tunnel Ninja 2. Tunnel Ninja 2. How would you translate it? I guess the Checkered Ninja number 2. If you didn't see number 1, check that out first. But number 2, it sold 930,000 billetter. 930,000 billetter. 930,000 tickets. It came behind No Time to Die, which reached 1 million, en million og 50.000. Ja, 1,058,000. Jamen, det var det hele. Tusind tak, fordi I lyttede med. Og vi ses i næste episode. That was everything. Thanks for listening. See you in the next episode. Danish.